Welcome to the end of the VR drought. Now, there are some games that are dropping this month, others will be shortly following, some that are going to be dropping before the end of the year. So I went scraping at the bottom of the barrels here in order to get a list of games that could hopefully entertain some people here. Because let's face it, this year needs a lot of entertaining. It's been just one of those years. First one is Red Matter 2. Now, this one is a sequel to Red Matter 1. This is an adventure that takes place during the dystopian Cold War whose events occur after Red Matter. It is the story of how people trapped in a reality created by their rulers rebel against their destiny and fight to do the right thing. You will embark on a journey to the far reaches of the solar system. This will make you question your entire reality as you face the Red Matter more unleashed than ever. Now, I have to say, I do love the graphics. They look really good. Now, I am a sucker for really good graphics. Like, if you have a crappy looking game, even though it's like the best playing game, I'm sorry, I can't follow along with it. I gotta have something for my eyes to love. I need eye candy. So you're gonna be solving environmental physics and logical puzzles with this, and they did add a jetpack. So you'll use your jetpack to propel you and move without limits as you explore platforming sections. Use your hacking tool to access terminals, obtain information, and clear your path, but don't be too confident and be ready to fight when you least expect it. So look forward to Red Matter 2 on August 18th. The next one is the shooter game. This is Nerf Ultimate. Some of you have maybe already played the beta. I, however, have not. I do have early access to it, so they said. Hopefully they pull through with it, so hopefully I'll have some early gameplay coming to you beforehand. This one is a competitive multiplayer game that brings Nerf battles into an electrifying competition only possible in virtual reality. So gear up with a wide range of new and classic blasters as you leap around fantastic arenas and intense 4v4 team matches. Now, since this is in an arena, you do have the crowd screaming at you, which I think is really awesome. Nothing like murdering your foes while the chanting of the crowd just amplifies. So when they release, they're gonna have 4 maps. This is not a boots on the ground. You can see there is wall running going on. So you actually have some options whenever it comes to battling. You can get off the ground and dodge some of those bullets, well, Nerf darts, and actually maneuver a little better to line up your shot. That's one thing I do not like about boots on the ground. So you can look forward to this one on August 25th. I am stoked to see it drop because I have a feeling this one's gonna be doing really well. Speaking of doing really well, the next one on the list is Vail VR. Now, I wanted to throw this one on the list because when they do release it, it's going to be 100% free. The only thing that's going to be purchased will be skins and things like that. I'm not sure when open beta is, but I'm assuming it's going to be done before the end of the year, so that's why it's making it on this list. Now, you know I've been playing the hell out of this game, and I'm actually somewhat decent, thank God, because I've been loving the game. I'm not such a fan of boots on the ground, but this one, I have made an exception for because of how well it plays. It is very silky smooth. Now, for those of you who do not know about the game, it is a 5v5 arena shooter. Now, on one hand, they have team deathmatch, but in the artifact mode, it is more competitive. Now, you got 1 life, you do not regenerate any of your health on there. So, which means if you take a little fall and you stub your toe, you're gonna be left with only 98 health left. So if you're looking to get into the beta, just hit the Steam VR page and request access. Next one up is Into the Radius. Now, you know, it already released on Steam VR, but this is coming to the Oculus Quest platform. Being able to play this beautiful of a game on standalone Oculus Quest 2 shows the potential of the hardware itself. Just shows the capabilities of what the developers are doing on the back end in order to make it still look beautiful, but still function well. Now, with this one, I do get very Fallout vibes with it. You have to explore the zone filled with surreal landscapes and dangerous anomalies. You have to defend yourself with realistic firearms, recover strange artifacts, and scavenge for loot. You are uncovering the mysteries of this unforgiven dystopian environment. When they talk about survival, they mean survival. Now again, why I talk about Fallout 76 style, just the Fallout vibe with this, is because the way your guns will actually break down. You gotta clean them, oil them, and things like that. It is a little too deep for my liking because when it comes to survival, I suck at survival. But again, this game is very beautiful and I'm happy to see it coming to Quest 2 in September. Next one up is one I have been waiting for. I can't wait for them to drop it. The moment they announced it, I was excited as hell. This one is Among Us VR. Among Us quickly turns into a horror game from what I'm looking at because now you're in the first person point of view and you're running around either attempting to do your tasks or attempting to chop people. This is where it comes into a horror game for me. I don't know why I'm looking at it like that, but again, you're pretty much playing Friday the 13th only with Among Us characters, right? You got one Jason chasing you around, chopping you in half. Anyways, I'm going to be playing the hell out of this game. There's going to be a lot of stream parties going on. There's going to be a lot of content coming out for it just because it's going to be one of those games that just sucks you in. This one is scheduled to release in 2022, so sometime in holiday is what they have it for. There is another one that's going to be coming late 2022 as well, and that is The Walking Dead Chapter 2. You are continuing the tour through the undead in New Orleans, of course. You're constantly hunted by the seemingly unstoppable Axeman and facing off against the tower's latest push for total dominance. You're going to discover what connects these new threats together before it's too late. New faces, places, weapons, and gear all await you in your journey to the final showdown for the city's fate. So they are adding a new foe, which they have quoted here, determined to chop you to bits. I'm not quite sure what that means other than you might want to take a little extra precaution. Next one up is Colossal Cave. This one's supposed to release before the end of the year as well. It's a reimagining of the original text-based adventure game. This was first introduced in 1975. Damn, that is old. Colossal Game is already well known to tens of millions of gamers worldwide. In the game, players explore a vast, extensive cave, seeking treasures within. Along the way, they will encounter a variety of characters, some of whom will attack and some of whom will entertain. The player's quest is to find all the treasure. The challenge is not easy and there will be quite a variety of puzzles to overcome. So per their website, it is to be dropping in fall of this year. Next one up is Espire 2. Now again, graphics always sucker me in, and this is one of those games that does that. So this one is a sequel to the first one, now with the help of two bleeding-edge droids called Frames and an all-new arsenal of weapons and tools. The agent must embark on the mission to eliminate the global threat imposed by the deadly terrorists. So this game brings you a single-player campaign and a multiplayer co-op in November. Next one up is for the VR fitness people, or anybody who loves football. This is the NFL Pro Era.
I'm Lamar Jackson.
This is where you get to see the point of view of a quarterback. You also get to run through a bunch of the practices that they do. Of course, you're not going to be getting rushed by people or tackled, that I would think of anyways. You pretty much get to throw the ball and you get to do a lot of their practices. So I'm assuming you're going to have a coach screaming at you, run here, run there, do this, do that. So you're doing a bunch of the drills. I am anxious to see how this one actually plays out because if they can bring some football to VR, woo! Man, if we could get some of the tackling in there, even better. But of course, you don't want to get tackled with a headset on, you know. But either way, we do have the game dropping in fall. This one is an old classic coming over, ported to Oculus Quest. I'm talking, of course, about GTA San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is a 2004 game. I've seen this on my phone, for crying out loud. But to have it in virtual reality is going to be great. Now, Zuckerberg did mention that it was coming to Oculus Quest 2, and we don't really have a definitive date on it other than it's slated for this year. It says 2022 right on it. So if they're pushing it back, I don't know. Either way, I wanted to throw it on the list so people have something to look forward to this year. You better deliver, Zucker. Now, with them porting it over to Oculus, there's a lot of things they're going to be doing. Hopefully, they're going to be boosting the graphics, but I do know everything is going to have to be functional with the grips, the triggers, and the controllers. So with actual native movement around in VR. So I know that's what's going to take a little while to do, but nonetheless, we're going to have a Grand Theft Auto on Oculus Quest. Of course, I'm sure you all know Bonelab is supposed to be coming this year as well. It's still to be announced. I don't know a date on that one. Bonelab is an experimental physics action game. You get to explore a mysterious lab filled with weapons, enemies, challenges, and secrets. Escape your reality or wreak havoc. We're looking at this one for the mod. It has it right there in the trailer. Mods. So with all those crazy mods going on with Boneworks, I can only imagine how it's going to be working with Bonelabs. A fresh, new game with it tailored in. I will be playing the hell out of that game whenever that one drops as well. Next one up is Ghostbusters VR. That's right, you can bust ghosts in VR now. The experience is described as an immersive training simulator. It is being developed by Hologate, but we don't care who's developing it because we just want the game. You're going to solve a deep mystery across a new chapter of the Ghostbusters universe. Go at it alone or team up with 3 friends so you can have 4 players co-op here. So it has an extensive campaign. You can continue the Ghostbusters legacy and protect the city from the ghosts and experience an all-new humor and frights from the beloved franchise. Anyways, that concludes all of the titles. Hopefully you found 1 or 2 or possibly 3 or 4 that you like, you want to download, you're looking forward to wish list. Let me know which ones you're looking forward to down below as well. Come join me in some Vail VR. Also, Gun Raiders had a nice fat update, but I have plenty of videos about that. I assume you already know if you're watching this too. Gun Raiders is awesome. It's a free game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Peace out till then.